As always, just a reminder, there are always two key elements to our contemplative practice, sitting in each other's silence. And the one is the awareness, the consciousness of the indwelling presence of God as we experience it in love, as we center ourselves around love, as we ground ourselves, become rooted in the love of God. So that's the first key element. And the second one is connectedness, oneness, is the union that we experience. Hence the name, sitting in each other's silence. Just a reminder of where or how it originated. This is different from inviting people to sit with you. It actually turns it around and challenges you to go and sit in the presence of the other, which requires a certain vulnerability and openness from you. So just a reminder. And if this is difficult, you can always use the image of a fireplace in wintertime, and you join the glow of the other's fireplace, earth. Or as an alternative, in summertime, perhaps it's better to think of the comfort of shade, to go and sit in the other's shade. And I think when we think back about last week's willow trees, that's not a difficult image to conjure up. So you might use those two images to just allow you to join the presence and the caring presence of the other. Okay. As always, it's important that we do this in openness. So our whole posture should actually signify openness. And there where you're sitting, just make sure that you're sitting comfortably, perhaps in that familiar chair, familiar couch perhaps. And just allow the comfort of the chair to welcome you here this morning. Just feel the way that the chair actually softens to embrace you, to give you that sense of home, of belonging. And as you become aware of the chair, you might become aware of your bodily presence here. Just feel how you're physically present. Become aware of your feet, your legs, your upper body, arms, neck, your head, your face, even your hair. Perhaps you can hear some sounds around you. Birds, domestic sounds, traffic even. Allow all of these sounds to weave you into a fabric of presence, of oneness, of belonging. And now sounds no longer represent disturbances. They become part of the fiber which weaves you into the web of creation. And now you might become aware of your feet resting on the floor. Surrender to rest, surrender to the experience of your feet heavily on the floor. And allow that to represent your grounding, how you're rooted. Realize that you matter because you're grounded in the love of God. Breathe in deeply. As you breathe in, open up to love, to divine love. Breathe in deeply. With every in-breath, just experience how you open up. Open up to grace. Open up to love. And as you feel love flowing into your body, you become filled with love. Actually, you become love. Perhaps you can feel that as you're warming to the love, literally warming, physically warming to love. As you feel your palms becoming warmer, palms of your hands, reminding you of how you're warming to the love of God. And your feet, as they become warm. And as we do, this morning I'd like us to sit in each other's silence, in the care that we are offered by everybody around us in this group. And I'd like to introduce the following scripture to perhaps guide our sitting in each other's silence this morning. I'm going to read it to you from 1 John 4, verses 17 and 18. God is love. When we take up permanent residence in a life of love, we live in God, and God lives in us. This way, love has the run of the house, becomes at home and mature in us, so that we're free of worry on Judgment Day. Our standing in the world is identical with Christ's. There's no room in love for fear. Well-formed love banishes fear, since fear is crippling, a fearful life, fear of death, fear of judgment, is one not yet fully formed in love. Let us sit in each other's silence and contemplate, sit in wonder and awe about what it might mean to be filled with love, to be in love, to be love. Take the next 2 minutes, just sit with each other in the silence of this scripture. Thank you. Breathe in deeply again and rest in the wonderful reality of love and care. Breathe in deeply once more and settle in that love. Thank you.